You know, I'm starting to envision the perfect smartwatch. And this is the Huawei Watch GT, which is not the perfect smartwatch, but fabulous metal design, at least 2 weeks of battery life, and this beautiful looking AMOLED screen, packed within price of between $150 and $180. But let me tell you the whole story. Hi and welcome to the Tech for Road channel. My name is Michael and this has been my daily driver for the past month. You know, I'm using it, I like it actually, but I still quite can't get which is the exact niche that Huawei are targeting with this smartwatch. Because look at it, it's very stylish, but it's not really business oriented, doesn't have any business applications. In terms of sports, yeah, it falls short compared to other sport watches. And it's not that smart either, because it doesn't run Wear OS, not even close to it. So if you have a better idea what exactly Huawei are targeting, maybe we can carry on the conversation in the comment section right below the video. And despite that, Huawei state that this is their best seller for the past few months. Yes, there are some features which make it attractive, like the GPS function, the constant heart rate monitoring, the perhaps best in class sleep tracking, and all that on top of the long-lasting battery. So let's begin with what is important about the hardware. I will show you the standard edition, which costs around $190, and maybe because of the issues Huawei has in the United States and the not too clear niche, it often gets discounted down to $140, which already is a great price for that combo. The standard edition arrives in a good-looking box and a normal package with a charging station and some papers. Quite nice to see that the port here is USB Type-C, in accordance with the tech trends of 2019. One thing we can say for sure, the display is stunning for that price range, 1.39 inch. Rumors point to a custom-designed Cortex M4 dual-core CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs storage for the operating system, and proprietary software called LITE OS. We can make two major conclusions based on that. First one, this feels more like a fitness tracker on steroids, especially if we compare it to another similarly designed watch from this year, the Amazfit Verge. If you haven't checked the review yet, maybe you can do it right away. The Verge has much more RAM, it has 512 megabytes of RAM, it has a much more powerful dual-core CPU, and although it is far from the functionality of Wear OS in terms of smart functions, it is way smarter than the Watch GT. Before I talk about the software functions, let's mention about its brothers and sisters. There is the active version, a bit more rugged with 46mm strap, and the elegant edition with a smaller 1.2-inch screen. The amount of pixels varies based on the screen size, and each one of these models looks great and does the same kind of job. The build quality is probably the best in this class. Metal feeling, solid, and I'm pretty sure it's extremely durable. Even on the back side it looks and feels fabulous. Waterproof for swimming, and for a while I was thinking I finally have a good replacement of the Amazfit Stratos. Okay, time to speak about real-life usage experience. Let's have a look at this LITE OS software inside the watch. We'll start with the navigation, based on two buttons. The top one either a home button or entering the main menu. The bottom one is for sports, and this, combined with the touch functionality, is all about the navigation. Workout features, heart rate, activity records, sleep, barometer, compass, weather, notifications, stopwatch, timer, alarm, flashlight, and settings. I usually don't read all the menus verbally, but that's the point, to show you that they ain't too many, and going into settings, things are getting even more interesting. The display adjustments, where you can only change the watch face and brightness level, the Do Not Disturb option, reboot menu, and the About section. Seriously? Here is the Quick Settings menu, a pull down away from you, and again, Do Not Disturb, Settings, Lock, Find Phone, and something which you don't see in the main settings menu, the Show Time, which keeps the screen on for 5 minutes. And yes, we have Show Time, but we don't have always on display. We've got GPS, but no ability to use maps, not even possibility to run waypoints. We've got sports modes, no way to customize them, and there are just a few. No football, or soccer as you call it in the United States, no basketball, no baseball, no workouts, And if we have to be precise, look at them: running, walking, trailing, climbing, cycling and swimming. And maybe this all sounds worse than it actually is. I didn't show you the two remaining other major features. Starting with watch faces, as of April 2019, we already have 14. And that's an upgrade. As a comparison, a normal fitness tracker would have between 3 and 5 watch faces. The Amazfit, it has a dedicated website where you can create custom watch faces and you can choose among a few thousand. And Wear OS devices, I don't know, I can't count that much. There's no way to add custom watch faces. I didn't see that coming when I was purchasing the watch, but because this goes too much in direction criticizing, this is the best part: your real-time health data. Continuous heart rate done in the right way, perhaps the best implemented feature, and this likely is the best looking heart rate chart I've seen on a smartwatch so far. But you can't go into historical data unless you check that from the phone. Last interesting feature to mention, barometer, which is not super accurate but nice to have. And I also happen to use the torch from time to time. Of course, the usual bracelet-like functions are supported, like pushing notifications, phone call alerts, alarms, and there's a reminder about inactivity, and it is all well integrated. As a third main component, the smartphone app, it's called Health, downloadable from Google Play Store and the App Store. Unsurprisingly, the Huawei Watch GT shares the same kind of app as the Honor Band 4 and the Huawei Band 3. And like we said, this feels more like a fitness tracker on steroids. And if we have to rate the previous two components, like if that's a 10-grade scale, and this is the best and this is the worst, the hardware of the Huawei Watch GT is somewhere here, the software is even lower, and we can't expect miracles from the smartphone apps. We can't expect that it's going to make it up to us for the other two slightly struggling components, but it actually does compensate for a lot of the shortcomings. Smartphone apps are usually a very personal thing. I mean, some people like colorful, crazy interfaces full of badges and rewards for achievements, and some people like basic designs. And I think this app is just right in terms of design and is very functional. The vital data is precious and very well grouped. If you analyze some of the sports activities, and thanks to the GPS, if these are outdoor workouts, there would be detailed statistics about everything important. I have recorded a few workouts, and the data is rather accurate if I compare statistics from similar activities to some of the other devices that I use. I admire the True Sleep function, and I haven't seen anything better than that in that price range, even in much more expensive watches. So let me read something for you. So, your sleep quality this week visibly decreased from last week. The average deep sleep ratio decreased to 20%. Having a bath before bed can help you relax. Take a bath for 15 to 20 minutes with essential oils such as lemon, blah 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 blah. High body temperature makes it more difficult to fall asleep, so avoid using bath water that's too hot. Wow, that's cool. And we can carry on with the remarks, and that all comes from the Center of Dynamical Biomakers, developed together with Harvard Medical School. So I think these advices are trustworthy and could be very helpful for people who don't get enough sleep, like me. So, we just covered the three main components of a smartwatch: the hardware, the software, and the smartphone app. Two of these three components are not up to par with most of the competition. And still, the Huawei Watch GT sells very good. And maybe now you can see why. It has the best-in-class battery life. Compared to perhaps the second best, Amazfit Verge, it has almost twice longer endurance rating. Secondly, it's metal-based with stunning design and very unusual for this price range. And if we put the TicWatch S2 next to it, the TicWatch looks ridiculous in this plastic housing. Going further, almost perfect heart rate and sleep tracking, outstanding display, GPS, barometer, waterproof, reputable brand, excellent smartphone app. No, it doesn't run Android Wear because it brings 10 to 20 times better battery life than Android Wear devices. No possibility for watch faces, but let's say that the currently available 14 of them are quite good. Simple interface, hardware which is just good enough to run these fitness tracker grade features, and no phone call support, but you can swim with it. You see, Huawei have been very smart about designing this smartwatch, and maybe I can't see the exact niche, maybe because it packs a little bit of everything. The imperfect smartwatch, but a very good one at the same time, and proves once again that Wear OS is in a serious trouble. And that has been everything about this episode. And you know, you might not do that very often, but how about for a change? Tell me how you feel about the video, like or dislike. Maybe you can see the comments and see what the others are thinking about the Huawei Watch GT. If you want to help me and bring me a smile, then subscribe, and I truly hope that's going to bring joy into your lives as well. If you want to support the channel, then you can help me to get a small commission by using any of the affiliate links below the video at no cost for you. And I guess that's been it. My name is Michael, it's the Tech4O channel, and I'm looking forward to see you again here. Have a great day. Cheers.